It's Saturday night. I'm John Kramer, and Will Ferrell phoned it in tonight on SNL. Now, I'm not sure why it is, but all too often, SNL alum do not make the best hosts for the show. And tonight, Will Ferrell was no exception. For although the show itself had some incredibly funny sketches in it, Ferrell contributed little or nothing to those scenes, with the exception of the first of my top 3 scenes of the evening, the very political and hysterically funny cold opener. Now, Fred Armisen made one of his increasingly rare appearances as President Obama, but it was Jason Sudeikis who stole the show here with his very best portrayal of Vice President Biden ever. Will Ferrell's appearance as George W. Bush was just icing on this wonderful cake that the SNL writers baked, and you will never forgive yourself if you don't check it out in the links I posted down below in the description section of this video. Now, the second of my top 3 scenes was one of the most remarkable bits the SNL Digital Shorts team has ever put together. It's a tribute marking the occasion of their 100th digital short, and it is filled to overflowing with the greatest collection of cameos in the history of SNL. Michael Bolton, Justin Bieber, John Hamm, Natalie Portman, just to name a few. It's great. Watch it. And finally, Weekend Update was as good as it gets this week, with Seth Meyers delivering an incredibly funny edition of their Really series, this time with the controversial breastfeeding cover of Time magazine in the crosshairs. But it was an appearance by Andy Samberg as Nic Cage grilling actor Liam Neeson that snatched up the number 3 spot on my list. All 3 of these sketches were funny enough to have taken top honors, which is more than I can say about the rest of the show. The ESPN Classics bit was fairly amusing, but the commercial parody which Will Ferrell appeared in with Kristen Wiig might have been the dumbest commercial parody in the history of the show. Nor was I amused by this old bit that Ferrell and Anna Gasteyer dusted off, or the rather lame monologue he opened the show with. And in fact, if they had put the show on Ferrell's site, Funny or Die, I think we'd be looking at a whole lot of death and not nearly enough funny from one of the funniest guys on the planet. Now, Mick Jagger will be hosting the show next week, May 19th, as they wrap up the 37th season of Saturday Night Live, and I'll be back here with my top 3 picks along with my review of the show. And let's hope that we all get a lot more satisfaction from Mick Jagger than we did from Will Ferrell this week. Be sure to hit the subscribe button up above, and I'll see you here next week.